Welcome to Williams-Brice Stadium in Columbia, South Carolina. We've waited so long, and finally another season of college football kicking off here in Week 0. It's the Tennessee Volunteers and the South Carolina Gamecocks. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Inside Williams-Brice Stadium for South Carolina, the Sandstorm team entrance is electric. The fans make this one of the most special venues in sports. Loud, proud, and rocking. That iconic entrance is one you've got to appreciate. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. So the Tennessee Volunteers kicker headed to the football to start this 2026 season. And he's going to bring this one out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get the transfer rolling with an early carry. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23. Guys, for just a little bit, let's talk about South Carolina. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can. Here's a little room there. They'll make the tackle, but not before he's got enough to move the sticks and has this defense's head spinning with the option.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your core.
He's taking the shot. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball
unloads it downfield. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Gamecocks will send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Plays that one perfectly. Exceptional accuracy on the punt. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the catch. It's Staley. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Wants to go right back downfield. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man to the left. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. The Vols come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws it deep. Picked off to stop the threat. Bringing it back.
DBs make the play in the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Clark.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4 down territory. Throws to the tight end. Soft spot in the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. The Gamecocks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Goes to the option. Quick toss. He's going for the goal line. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved the touchdown.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk gain. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground.
Touchdown, South Carolina! A great catch and run for 6. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game.
Offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come. The 25-yard line. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work.
We know this running back's a playmaker, and he's a guy they want to get going early and often in this game.
Also, you can wear out those big defensive linemen by making them chase.
Yeah, I like the idea of going outside. You want to mix and match it. Between the tackles, to the outside. Get these big fellas running east-west.
It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on 3rd down. Maybe a crease. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good 3rd down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you want. Like the interception, the turnover. Good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And it seems like every time they throw it, it's 1st down time in Tennessee.
first down time, and then let's go again. Let's throw it again. These offenses are not afraid to throw the football. When you got a trigger man you trust, let it rip.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They'll give it to him again. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. And the Vols kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. The run inside. It's Bishop. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
He now has 53 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. A run for the quarterback. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
And you could tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays when I can be physical and really make him feel me.
And he's in, pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Volunteers! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Escapes trouble. Finds his man. It's Clark. Running free. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he loses the football. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they get the ball right back.
Man, this kickoff unit, they've got heat-seeking missiles running down the field with bad intentions. They hit that return man with authority, and that's what popped the ball loose.
Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. So now it's 2nd and long. Quarterback making checks. Here's Sellers to throw. A shot toward the end zone. In the end zone, he's got it! Touchdown, Gamecocks!
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Tennessee starts this drive as the offense takes the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Back to pass. Throws for the tight end. Complete to the left. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job of his decision-making.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Offense changing the play. Running inside. It's Clark.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And the Gamecocks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. 2nd down coming up. Sellers on the play action. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Trying to take it back. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And that's the problem when you get in 2nd and forever. The defense knows. They make you one-dimensional. They know you're going to take shots down the field. They stay deep. They break on the football, and they take advantage of the opportunity.
Oh, he's got some space. He's now up to 64 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. Maybe some room here. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Quarterback keeps it. Just couldn't get away from the tackle.
The whole point of running the quarterback on these designed runs is to get an extra blocker. You should be getting more movement up front, but that time, guys were getting knocked backwards, and as a result, they actually lost it.
Quick release on the RPO. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on first and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. The Volunteers will call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
Quarterback will keep it. Touchdown ball! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, textbook how you end a first half. You're trailing. You need to put a drive together. Great job using all.
Oh, and they blocked it. He's got it. He can take this back for 2. So they only had to move the ball 30 yards on the drive and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Sellers. Under fire. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air, it's Sellers. Still on his feet. The pressure on him, and the quarterback goes down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, week 1, the start of a brand new season, and it's our pleasure to welcome you into the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with Colorado taking on the Arizona Wildcats. And it's the Buffaloes trying to win the home opener. They've got the lead midway through the first half. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
The Volunteers will call their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. They'll open the second half with a run. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll go right back to the run. forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. He's going for the big play. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 4. The sure hands, it's Tuggle. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Clark. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. The Gamecocks in the hurry up. Throwing Sellers. Snagged out of the air. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Here comes the option. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the 1st down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the 1st down marker is.
It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Man, as you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man.
Touchdown, Gamecocks! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And you gotta love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the 3rd quarter. You had a big lead, you take the ball right away here in the 2nd half, you drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner goes down. So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stuck.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Got room on the return. He goes out of bounds at the 7-yard line, but what an opportunity after that pick.
That's a bad decision by the quarterback. In that area of the field, you